Okay, so just when we thought the wedding buzz around Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift couldn't get any bigger, there's a very interesting new angle emerging, and it involves one of the NFL's most powerful couples possibly planning something no one saw coming. Because behind the scenes, all eyes are quietly shifting toward Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes and what they might be cooking up for the big day. Now, here's where things start to connect. While the internet has been focused on wedding secrecy and guest list drama, Patrick has been going through something very real of his own. After undergoing major knee surgery back in December, repairing both his ACL and LCL, fans just got their first proper look at the aftermath, and it wasn't subtle. The scar, caught in photos shared by Brittany during a family trip to Milk and Honey Ranch, showed exactly what he's been dealing with physically. We're talking a long, visible mark running down his knee, raw, healing, and a reminder of just how intense that recovery process has been.
He's doing great, but we've just got to, you got to be smart with this thing. He goes to the meetings, he can lift, do all of that, rehab. That's the phase he's in right now. We'll just see, kind of play it by ear, see where he's at, Pete.
But here's the interesting part. Despite all of that, Patrick is already back in motion, training, throwing, and pushing toward a comeback, even with a recovery timeline that usually stretches close to a year. His mindset? Day by day, but clearly focused. And while all of this is happening, the Mahomes family has been keeping things grounded, spending time together, low-key moments with their kids, stepping slightly out of the spotlight. Which is exactly why people are starting to speculate. Because if there's one couple close enough to Travis to pull off something meaningful at this wedding, it's Patrick and Brittany. Think about it. They've been right there through his career highs, personal milestones, everything. So fans are now wondering, could they be planning a surprise moment tied to this wedding? Something symbolic? Something emotional? Maybe even something connected to Patrick's comeback journey? It wouldn't be about flash, it would be about meaning. And knowing how tight this circle is, if anything is being planned, it's definitely being kept under wraps. So while the public is busy guessing dates and outfits, the real surprise might be coming from the people no one's questioning yet. And if that's the case, this wedding might have more than just one headline moment waiting to happen. Naturally, all eyes start shifting to what Patrick and Brittany could be planning behind the scenes, because this isn't just any guest dynamic. This is inner circle, teammates, close friends, shared milestones. So if they're bringing something to the wedding, it's not going to be random or last minute. Looking at their track record, Patrick and Brittany have always leaned toward gifts that feel intentional, not just expensive, but curated, whether it's experiences, family-centered moments, or things that actually hold long-term meaning. So naturally, speculation is going in a few directions. First, there's the experience gift theory. A lot of people think they could gift Taylor and Travis some kind of luxury getaway, but not just a standard trip, something fully planned out, maybe even tied into their honeymoon. Private, exclusive, and designed in a way that feels personal rather than flashy. Then there's the sentimental route, which honestly feels even more likely. Patrick and Travis go way back, so there's a real chance the gift reflects that history, something custom-made that ties together Travis's journey, his career, and this new chapter with Taylor. It could be a bespoke piece, a creative tribute, or even something involving people who've been part of his life along the way. And with Brittany involved, it probably wouldn't just be handed over quietly, it would be presented in a way that actually feels like a moment. Another idea that keeps coming up? A live surprise during the wedding itself? Instead of a physical gift, they could be planning something that unfolds in real time. A coordinated speech, a special segment, maybe even something involving other guests. They're one of the few couples close enough and connected enough to pull that off without it feeling out of place. There's also the more low-key possibility, a family-centered gesture, something that isn't flashy at all but quietly meaningful. A way of welcoming Taylor into their circle in a way that lasts beyond the wedding day. But here's the part that keeps people guessing. If anything is being planned, it's almost definitely being kept completely under wraps, because just like everything else around this wedding, the biggest moments aren't the ones being talked about publicly. They're the ones being set up quietly, waiting to land when no one expects it. And right in the middle of all that speculation, Brittany casually pulled attention back to something a lot more personal, because this weekend she dropped a quick Instagram story that revealed a major backyard upgrade, and fans immediately noticed it wasn't your average family playset. The Mahomes home now has a full-on luxury-style playhouse setup for their kids, and it honestly looks more like a mini resort than a backyard toy. 2 connected white structures, bold red slides, and even a shaded seating area underneath with tables and chairs. It's basically a kid-sized vacation spot. Brittany kept it simple in the caption. Just a quick, excited shout-out, but the setup itself speaks volumes. It's high-end, custom, and reportedly tied to a premium design model that can cost over $60,000. And while it's definitely flashy on paper, the timing makes it feel more grounded than extravagant. With Patrick gearing up for another intense NFL season with the Kansas City Chiefs, it feels like the focus at home is on family, stability, and creating normal moments for their 3 kids, Sterling, Bronze, and their youngest, Golden. That balance between public pressure and private life is something the Mahomes family keeps circling back to. Even their biggest luxury moments tend to be framed around the kids rather than status. And this isn't the first time Brittany has shared something like that either. Earlier this year, she celebrated being inducted into the UT Tyler Athletics Hall of Fame, reflecting on her journey in a very personal way. Patrick's response? Short, simple, supportive, just a congrats. Love you that kept it grounded. So while the internet is busy trying to connect them to wedding surprises and hidden plans for Taylor and Travis, moments like this remind people what their day-to-day actually looks like, because whether it's major career milestones or a backyard playhouse upgrade, the Mahomes family keeps showing the same pattern: big life, big spotlight, but still very intentional about the small personal moments in between. And just when the internet was still running wild on the renovation and wedding talks, the conversation has now swung back to the friend circle around Taylor and Travis, and one name in particular that was suddenly dragged into drama: Zoe Kravitz. Because after a wave of online rumors claiming there was a fallout and that their friendship was over, new insider reports are shutting it all down pretty quickly. According to people close to Taylor, there's no drama at all, and Zoe is still very much on the guest list for the upcoming wedding. So despite the noise online, that supposed rift doesn't actually seem to exist in real life. And honestly, that tracks with what we already know about their friendship. Zoe and Taylor first got close back in 2020 during that quieter London period where Zoe has described Taylor as someone who made her feel at home, someone she could actually just be normal with, cooking dinner, hanging out, and escaping the chaos of fame for a bit. Taylor, in turn, has spoken highly of Zoe, too, praising her creative instincts and how grounded she is behind the scenes. Even later on, Zoe casually talked about how surreal it is seeing Taylor switch between massive stadium performances and then just sitting down afterward like nothing happened, eating and relaxing like any other friend.
I'm not surprised because Taylor is scary talented at everything she does, so It's not surprising that she's so good. But what is weirder, actually, to me, is that after she performs for however many thousands of people that is, she just comes, comes over after and, we drink some wine and, eat a burger and, hang out. And you would just never know that she just performed at Wembley.
So the idea that they suddenly fell out over something like a wedding invite due to a possible ex-boyfriend that once dated Taylor and now is dating Zoe, it doesn't really line up with what's been publicly shared about their dynamic. Meanwhile, as Taylor and Travis continue keeping their wedding details tightly under wraps after announcing their engagement last August with that now iconic Instagram post, everything around their guest list keeps getting exaggerated online. From surprise theories to fake drama cycles, every close friend seems to get pulled into speculation at some point, but in this case, the update is pretty simple. Zoe Kravitz hasn't been pushed out. The friendship isn't dunzo, and the guest list drama online looks more like internet storytelling than reality. And with the wedding still shaping up behind the scenes, it's another reminder that most of what's circulating right now is noise, not confirmation. Coming back to family, there are updates, particularly about family life, from Kylie Kelce. On a bonus clip from her podcast Not Gonna Lie, Kylie shared what's currently running the household: dessert obsession. Her daughters are fully locked in on sweets, especially Tim Tams, with snack time basically turning into a reward system. She joked that even simple crackers get upgraded to cookies just to make things more exciting, thanks to her mom's playful habit of calling every snack a treat, and she admitted she's actually fine with it, mostly because she gets to enjoy dessert too.
Our current obsession is dessert, and I'm not mad at them because it gives me the excuse to also have dessert. And they earn it. I only give it to them if they earn it. There have been multiple nights where one person has not earned it. I know that that's not what you're talking about. You're probably talking about like a TV show or a Disney princess, but it's dessert right now. Finn likes a graham cracker. My mom has made the conscious decision to call every snack that she hands Finny a cookie, which ends up making every snack exciting because she says, "Do you want a cookie?" And then she gets a Ritz cracker. It's pretty silly, but we like it.
Kylie also dropped some practical parenting advice, talking about using easy baby wraps for managing life with multiple young kids, keeping things simple, safe, and functional rather than complicated. It's a small everyday glimpse, but it fits the same pattern around the Kelce Swift world: huge headlines on one side, very normal family chaos on the other, and I'm here to cover it all. That's all for this video, folks. Join me on the next one.